Come true or modest, possible dreams. Stuck in public school class since I hit 15. Stuck in days, just before the summer, knowing that we're stuck here. And there's something happening somewhere. Knowing we know we gotta get there. Shoot what they say, death is more perfect than life. That's why we already died. What could have been, we don't wanna know. Tonight we'll get our kicks. Tonight we're all letting go. Cause we're all dead Ramones. So back.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Razzles126 and welcome back to another video. This video is going to be straight to the point, and I'm sure by seeing the title of this video you probably have a good understanding about what this video is going to be about. So I'm going to just straight up just be talking about a few things that'll help you get faster at MX bikes, and maybe not faster but more consistent, so that way you can get to that point where you're up running with faster dudes because they might be making more mistakes. So without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. I'm going to be riding and talking, so there's a good chance that I fall down. I'm going to probably be pushing for a lap, or I'm going to be trying to show you guys something. So there's a chance that I go down, and I can't really multitask very well, hence the reason why I usually deafen during pro races. But we're just going to get straight into it. So the very first tip that I want to give you guys in MX bikes is consistency. Consistency is where it's at. Now, you're probably asking, okay, Razzles, how do I have good consistency? I suck at staying on two wheels. Well, it's probably because you're trying to do something out of your means. And what I mean by out of your means is you're trying to push harder than you should be in certain sections. So I guess to give you an example is right here. If I were to try to hit this like too fast, I'm going to go over the bars or almost die like I just did. I was trying to hit something too fast and I wasn't using the proper technique. It's all about if you are in the right place at the right time on this game and if your body position is in the right spot. Now, I can give you tips on body position all day, but everybody rides this game different than I do, or if they do ride it the same as me, it's just the intensity level or the speed is just a little bit different to where things might not work out the same. So the very first thing I want to say is patience. Patience is the very most important thing in MX bikes that gets a lot of people flustered. So somebody knows that they have a lot of speed, but they keep going down. It's probably because they're trying to push harder on a section than what they really should be. And what I mean by that is that, for example, like, let's say, okay, you want to set a fast lap, so you come flying down Mount Martin like this, and you hold it on really long, and you come down, and you get all cattywampus, and then you swap, and you go down like that, right? It's probably because you pushed a little bit harder than you wanted to. Now, all that time that it just took me to get up and get back on track right there, right? And I'm probably also going to get a cut because, you know, the cut system in MX bikes is super great and all. Everybody else that went down that slow or that hill slower than me is way ahead of me now because they stayed on two wheels. So patience. If you're not going to be able to hit something how you want to, try to stay on two wheels. Slow down. Think about where you're going to go next. If you're going to go over a rut, let the bike go over the rut. Don't try to turn too much, just like I did right there. And let it happen. So I was cross-rutted right there. Just let it happen. Stay on two wheels, and that'll help you a ton. A lot of people in this game, they're coming into a corner too fast or something, and they like, so, I mean, it's just the perfect example of what I did right there. I missed the inside right there. I didn't try to keep turning. I just went over the berms. I stayed on two wheels and got back on track. And here I am on two wheels still going forward. It's so much faster to go slower than it is to go fast and be on the ground. So that's tip number one. Tip number two is learn where bumps on the track, like what bumps on the track you need to be scrubbing or soaking up to keep your momentum going forward. So right here, if you watch in all this entire sand section and this entire section of the track, pretty much all the way to the catapult, I'm standing and sitting to keep my tires on the ground and stay as low as possible. So pretty much another technique that you guys can use is using the stand and sit to your advantage. You don't always have to be standing, you don't always have to be sitting, or if you're struggling to get the timing down, slow down and try to just do it, like, get a general idea of like what it does. But pretty much every single jump I sit down on, well, every, I guess, roller or single jump or something like that, I sit down on and soak it up to then stand back up to get my tires back on the ground. It's just a technique that I learned over time that helps you go super fast. Now, when you're going down Mount Martin, do not sit down. Not a good idea. Stay leaning back. Just pray for your life because that hill is gnarly. But if you get through it fast enough, you can really send a fast lap time. They're pretty much right there in that corner. I kept my tires on the ground the whole time, and over this roller as well, I kind of soaked it up. It's just another way to scrub without turning sideways and all of that jazz. So just something that I think helps a lot of people go. I keep missing that corner. A lot of people go forward rather than getting airborne and wondering why they don't have enough speed to kind of clear another jump or something. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3 is, okay, let's use this as an example. You go down, right? Don't get super flustered. I hear a lot of people all the time, a lot of people that I play with. I wouldn't say everybody that I play with though, but like say we have a public lobby or something and we have a big voice chat going or something. I hear a lot of people that go down and they get super frustrated at the game and it makes them start to ride worse. What you need to do is you need to realize that this game is not easy. Yeah, there's dudes out there that are freaks that can absolutely send it for multiple laps, and even if they do go down, they're going to have a 45-second lead. It's tough to be that dude. I'm not that dude. I go down all the time. I have dumb crashes. This game provides weird physics sometimes, and you need to understand that everybody deals with it. Obviously, there's dudes out there, like I was saying, that are super fast and can deal with it. But you need to be understanding that this game is unforgiving sometimes, and it's tough, and especially when tracks get rough. Like I have mine on 2E road right now, so as I'm coming through this, it's getting harder for me to hit some of these lines. It's like I'm riding with 30 dudes on the track like I did with the aerial race. But you just need to accept the fact that bad things happen in this game out of your control, and you need to get up. You need to, bring your mindset back into play here and just ride how you know how to ride or what works for you. Now, I'm hoping that this video kind of bring it to perspective to you guys that shit happens. It's MX Bikes. You guys all know the saying. Well, I don't know if you all know it because it's something that my boys say. You get pobodoed. So poboso physics, it is what it is. Low physics and or tops of berms, they get you. And nobody likes it, but it is what it is. And it's a game that we all have and the game that we love to play. So just keep the right mindset while playing this game. And I guess another tip that we could say, we go into it real kind of really in depth, is being in the right gear. If you're in too high of a gear or something and you're not able to clear something, it's literally just all about just making sure that you're pacing your shifts in the right spot. I think on a 450, being in a lower gear is better than being in a higher gear over some things, because you just get a drive. Ooh, went right over the bars right there. You get a drive and you can still ring it out and it works out in your favor. Whereas if you're in too low of a gear or something, you kind of can, you can drive forward, but too high of a gear, it's like, okay, I'm not going anywhere. So, but with the new tire mods and just these new tracks being pretty challenging, I think it's important to just learn your shifting points. Like I try to be in the exact same gear every single time I come through a section. So this section right here on a 450, I'm third gear. Gonna go up this hill like this, and I'm gonna shift down, and I'm pretty much staying in second until I need to brake for this one right here. Then I'm shifting back up to second to roll through the corner. Just learn your shifting points and or braking points, I guess, if it goes into that. Now, the last little tip I'm gonna give you, if you're riding this track right here, this uphill right here, it works better if you barely get on the gas. Get your momentum over that double and just barely be on the gas. It'll help you a ton. So I hope that all these tips helped you a little bit. It's kind of more of a mindset type video rather than a, tips and tricks or visually showing you guys. I just kind of wanted to give you my thought process while I ride. Obviously, it's all different. Everybody has a different skill level or riding style, so you have to pick and choose which one's more important to you. But to me, the most important tip that I gave you guys is just staying on 2 wheels. Go slower. Run 3 seconds slower at lap time, but stay on 2 wheels. There's no reason for you to be out here trying to run 150s on this track or lower or something. But if you keep going down and you end up running 157s, why not just slow down a little bit and run that 153 consistently? Because over time, dudes are going to crash, people are going to be pushing for that lap time, and you are going to just be staying up. I have a teammate that is super lightning fast at this game, and a lot of times I have a little bit more success in races just because I'm able to stay on 2 wheels. But it becomes vice versa whenever I don't want to lose to him and I start pushing over my limits. But when we both kind of understand that we're just kind of pacing each other, we go many motos without crashing, and we just can't catch each other because we're just doing the exact same thing. But if you think of that in a perspective of an actual race with people you don't know, there's a good chance that they're going to make those mistakes and they're going to go down. So take that with a grain of salt, guys. Enjoy the game. It's tough, but damn, when you get tracks like this and you're able to just do things that are sick, like coming up this hill and scrubbing. I'm going to see if I can double through these rollers at the top of the hill. In a little sideways, so I'm going to go like this. Double over, like just stuff like that is just so sick to me. So find things that work for you and stick with it. Practice it. Take your time with it. Do what works best for you, because that's how this game works. It doesn't work the same for everybody. I'm using the one and only setup that has ever worked by any of my teammates right now, and they hardly use mine. I mean, I think Spuds maybe uses one of mine from Supercross a while back. That's about it. So I would say setup matters, but it kind of doesn't. You gotta find what works for you. But most important thing is, if you're on 2 wheels, that works better than not being on 2 wheels. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you really want to, and also comment if any of these kind of mindset tips helped you at all. And also comment if you want to see more videos, because to be honest, that's kind of why I haven't posted for a while. I haven't really had any ideas for videos. It's tough. You know, there's so many good content creators out there that put out videos that are super helpful. And if you guys need to learn how to do something, or if you guys want to know something, comment on this and ask me your, my opinion on it, and I might be able to help you out. So that being said, guys, I hope that I can pump out some more videos for you guys, and I appreciate it if you made it this far, and we'll talk to you later. Peace.